In Spanish, we have a phonetic alphabet, which is an international recognized set of phonetic symbols that represent the different Spanish vowel and consonant sounds. It is important to learn this alphabet to develop our speaking and listening skills. Let's start with the vowel sounds. There are 5 vowel sounds in Spanish. They always sound the same. They are the same as the letters. They have the same duration. They are short and open. They are not nasal. They do not have any nuance. There are no relaxed sounds. They are pronounced in a specific way. A, E, I, O, O. The letter P, P in Spanish, is similar to the English sound P, but it is softer. P, P. The letter B, B, is bilabial and it is softer than the English B, B, B. The sound of the letter V, V in Spanish, is similar to the sound of the letter B. To produce the sound of the letter T, T in Spanish, the tip of the tongue has to touch the inner face of the upper incisors. T, T. Letter D, D in Spanish, has 2 sounds. To produce the first sound, the tip of the tongue has to touch the inner face of the upper incisors. D, D. This sound is produced when the letter D is in initial position or in the middle of the word after the consonants L and N. The second sound is similar to the English dental V in father, in the middle of the word between vowels or in the middle of the word before consonants. The letter K, K in Spanish, is similar to the English sound K, but it is softer. K, K. The letter Q, Q in Spanish, is always written followed by the vowel U, with which it forms before the vowels E, I, a digraph that represents the sound K. The U is not pronounced in these cases. The letter G, G in Spanish, is pronounced in 2 manners. The first sound is similar to the English sound we use in the verb go. It is produced when the letter G is written before the vowels A, O, U, and when it is written before consonants. This sound is also produced when this letter is followed by the vowel U, with which it forms before the vowels E, I, a digraph. In this case, the U is not pronounced. But when this vowel has diaresis on it, it is pronounced. The second sound is similar to the Scottish ch in loch. It is produced when the letter G is written before the vowels E, I. The letter F, F in Spanish, is similar to the English sound F, F. The letter Z, Z, Spanish, has 2 sounds. The first one is similar to the English dental in teeth. It is pronounced when this letter is written before A, O, U. The second sound similar to the English s, is pronounced in some parts of southern Spain and in some Latin American countries. The letter S, ese, in Spanish, denotes two sounds. The first sound is similar to the English s. The second one is similar to the English dental th in teeth. It is pronounced in central, northern, and eastern Spain. Also in some areas of southern Spain. The letter C, C in Spanish, is pronounced in three manners. The first sound is similar to the English k. It is pronounced when the letter C is before a, o, u. The second sound is similar to the English dental th. This sound is pronounced when the letter C is before e, I. And the third sound is similar to the English th. It is pronounced when this letter is before e, I, and it is produced in some areas of southern Spain and in Latin American countries. The letter Y, Y, in Spanish, has two sounds. It sounds like the vowel I when it is alone and when it is in final position of a word. The second sound is similar to the English one in jeans, but it is softer. It is used when this letter is written in initial position of a word or syllable. Also, when it is in the middle of a word. This last sound has some exceptions. In some Central American countries, the J is pronounced as I, and in some South American countries, it is pronounced as the English sound sh in shop. The sound of the letter J, J in Spanish, is similar to the Scottish sound in loch. The letter M in Spanish denotes one sound. To produce this sound, the lower lip makes contact with the upper lip, creating a complete occlusion that prevents air from escaping through the mouth. The letter N in Spanish has one sound. To produce it, the tip of the tongue makes contact with the alveoli of the upper incisors, while the edges of the tongue touch the gums and the inner surface of the upper molars, preventing air from escaping through the mouth. This letter is called ñ. It has one sound. To produce it, the lips and teeth do not meet. It is a sound that we pronounce on the palate. We send the tip of the tongue down and rest it on the lower incisors. At the same time, we raise the next part of the tongue to the palate. We let the air out through the nose. ñ. The letter R in Spanish, has two sounds, a soft and a strong sound. Also, the letter R forms a diaph, the R double, which has a strong sound. To produce these sounds, the lips and the teeth are open. The most important thing is the position of the tongue. The tip of the tongue must touch the front part of the palate. The rest of the tongue does not touch the palate. In the soft phoneme, ere, the tip of the tongue only touches the palate once, while in the strong phoneme R, the tip of the tongue bounces one or more times off the front of the palate. The letter R has a soft sound when it is written after the consonants B, C, D, F, G, K, P, T, or when it is in the middle and at the end of a word or a syllable. The letter R has a strong sound when it is at the beginning of a word after the consonants L, N, and S, and after the prefix sub. The diaphragm R double has a strong sound. It is produced in three cases. First, when it is in the middle of two vowels. Second, the negation prefix in becomes ir before r. Third, in compound words whose first element ends in a vowel and the second begins with r. The letter L, in Spanish, has one sound. To produce it, the tip of the tongue makes contact with the alveoli of the upper incisors. The letter H in Spanish, is silent. It does not correspond to any sound. The letter W in Spanish, is pronounced in two manners. It sounds like B in certain proper names of Visigothic origin and in voices of German origin or derived from German proper names. It is also pronounced like U or Gu when it forms a diphthong with the following vowel. In most words of English origin that retain this letter, as well as in the transcriptions of Oriental voices, many of them incorporated into Spanish through English. The letter X in Spanish has three sounds. It is pronounced like X when this letter is between vowels, before consonants, in the middle of a word, or at the end of a word. The second sound is used when this letter is at the beginning of a word, and the last sound is used when it is written in some names of people and places. In Spanish we have letter sets. This one is called LG. It denotes two sounds. To produce the first sound, we say an L and a sound similar to the English one in jeans. LG. The second sound is similar to the English one in jeans. In some Central American countries, the LG is pronounced as E, and in some South American countries is pronounced as the English sound sh in shop. When the H goes after the letter C, they form the diaphragm Che. In this case, the H is pronounced. The sound is similar to the English sound in chest.